Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I'm Greg and this is a Backdraft Cobra. This is the big and tall edition. That's right, you tall guys will fit in this one. It's got a 427 stroker under the hood. It's got EFI, it's got power steering, power brakes, and she is painted up looking sweet as can be. Now this is very close to a pepper gray with the silver stripes. It's got metallic in the pepper gray, and there's a little bit of metallic in those silver stripes also. Of course, this car's got just under 1,000 miles on it. She's an RT4, so it's got the new suspension out back, that 8.8. It's got the real knockoff wheels. I mean, everything about this car is just absolutely gorgeous. Slick as can be. That paint is just as smooth as can be. Got great looking wheels. Side pipes are stainless steel. Now what's really cool about these Backdraft Cobras is they are not kit cars. These babies are completely built in the Backdraft factory. The only thing that gets put in when they get over here to the States is the motor and transmission. So all the paint work's done, all the plumbing's done, all the electrical's done, all the suspension's put together, the interior's in there. Like I said, all you gotta do is drop in your favorite motor and trans, and they picked a good one with this one because they went with the 427 stroker. And I told you about the being big and tall. You guys that are 6'2", even some of you that are 6'3" will fit in this baby. We got a trunk back here. Get your lawn chairs in there, get your groceries if you go to the grocery store, whatever you want to put in there. And then it's got the signature fuel fill that they used to use NASCAR times. They had that big tank of gas they'd put in there, put about 20, 30 gallons of gas in it in about 20, 30 seconds, maybe even quicker than that back in the day. It's got the real knockoff wheels on it. Now stick with us, we're gonna get this thing out. We're gonna get it up on the lift. We're gonna show off how nice the bottom side is. And I know all of you wanna hear this baby run, but before we do that, we're gonna go out in the shop and see what's going on. Now we're right here in the Motor City, so we've got great facilities for working on old cars. You know, this is where they were all born. Now we've got 25 lifts in here, 15 full-time mechanics checking stuff out. And then about 2 miles from here is our main showroom where there's over 150 cars there. So we own all of our inventory here at Vanguard. We don't do any consignment whatsoever. And a lot of people ask us, where do we find all these awesome cars? Where we're hopping on airplanes, getting in cars, driving thousands of miles, getting on our hands and knees with flashlights, checking out the bottoms of cars. We're checking them out top, bottom, inside and out. We're really picky about every car that we buy. The paint, the chrome, the underside, the suspension, the motor, the interior. Now, once we get them back here, the mechanics fully inspect every one of the cars before we park your dream in your driveway. We're in this Cobra now, but it is too nasty to be driving this beauty out in the nasty weather today. So we fired it up, let you listen to how awesome it sounds. I really like what they did with the dash on this one. They've moved all the gauges over. They're right in the center there. We got our start button. We got our key over here. Now, I have got my feet on the pedals as he pulls back and shows you. I'm almost 6 foot tall. I've got plenty of room. When I push down on the clutch, my leg is completely straight. I've got the seat all the way back. So you taller guys will fit in here pretty good. We've got plenty of room here for your long legs. Everything's looking awesome on there. I love the interior on it. The color's nice, so in the sun it's not going to get real hot, burn your ass when you get in here. I mean, everything about this car is just absolutely gorgeous. Now, don't forget we can deliver it anywhere in the world. You just call Tom, he'll explain the whole process to you. And I want to thank all 2 million of you, well, almost 2 million of you, who have subscribed to our channel. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Hit that little bell button so you get a notification when we post a new video like this one. Now stick with us. It's going in the air to show you how clean the bottom side is right now. Well, the first thing I see here is that beautiful aluminum tank. Look at that thing, and look at the TIG welds on here, man. Looks like a sewing machine did that. Somebody was one awesome TIG welder, for sure. Now this is the RT4, because you can tell by the suspension, these lower control arms, then the 8.8 rear end. And inside that 8.8 is a 355 gear, and it is posi. We got coilovers holding it up, disc brakes stopping it, and of course we got braces, and all these braces here on the rear end housing are all adjustable, so you can adjust your caster and camber back here, no problem whatsoever. We got a big sway bar up there. Actually, it's not big. It's a sway bar though. We got brand new brake lines. I mean, this is a brand new car. We got our Tremec 5-speed, explosion-proof bell housing. We got a hydraulic throwout bearing here, so it's a hydraulic clutch. Power Master starter here. We have a sensor in the oil here to check the temperature. It does have the BMW front suspension like all the Backdrafts do. We do have power rack and pinion steering. We got a serpentine belt. Actually, oh yeah, they're all serpentine there. Everything's polished up, looking good. We got just a couple of very small scratches on the nose here. So keep this nose off the curb, guys. Looks like somebody barely touched something here. We got tie-down hooks. Of course, I always tell you don't use these tie-down hooks. You need to drive this car. They're too much fun to drive. Tires look like they're brand new. The knockoffs looking good. Now, when you go to knock these off, the center cap here tells you, it's kind of the safety. It tells you which way to turn it. But when you hit the knockoffs, you knock them off towards the front of the car, and it doesn't matter whether you're on the driver's side or the passenger side, because one's left-hand thread, one's right-hand thread. And then you got your tie wire here. That's basically for good looks. That's what they used to use back in the day to keep them things from flying off on you. We've got not jet coated, but those are stainless steel headers. Coming out to the side pipe, looking beautiful. Then out back here, we got Nittos back here. These are 295/40 18s out back. And again, you knock them off towards the front. I didn't tell you the size on the front. Let me jump back over here. These are 245/40 18s back here. So everything looking sweet, and right there's where the music comes out. Let's lower it down. All right, we got plenty of shiny under the hood of this baby. Now this is a 427 stroker. They start out with a 351 block, then they put a stroker crank in it to get 427 cubic inches. You can see everything that can be shiny is shiny under here. It does have fuel injection. It does have power brakes. It does have power steering. It does have an electric fan on the radiator. It's got an MSD distributor, coil. Everything just looking absolutely gorgeous. It looks like a Power Master alternator also. She's beautiful, guys. I absolutely love this thing. I like all the nice shiny stainless steel they put on the firewall. It makes it kind of look like it goes back in there a lot farther than it does. You can see the QuickTime shatterproof bell housing down there, the Tremec trans. I mean, everything on this thing is looking absolutely gorgeous. They did a beautiful job on the build. And of course, you know, it comes from Backdraft pretty much like this, besides the motor and trans being a Backdraft. Guys, she's a beautiful car, so give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this here dream in your driveway.